Hi, Toni.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Juraj, Finax is the first PEPP provider in Europe. It's pan-European pension product. What is it?
So, pan-European pension product is a very new and very modern pension product that has been established for Europeans so that everybody has the same chance for the same pension benefit when he retired. Because when we talk about a little bit about the history of the product, is that 15 or 13 years ago, people in the European Union realized that, okay, if I have a German, an Irish person, Croatian, Romanian, or Portuguese, and they invest the same amount of money towards their pension, they currently don't get the same pension benefit. So like the real like pension salary, or how you call it. So that's how they came to an idea that, hey, we need to kind of unite it. It's not only the Croatian system that is so bad. Actually, it's still very good.
You have three pillars.
It's three pillars, and the third pillar, the voluntary. So PEPP is a voluntary pension product. So for people who don't think that the state and the second pillar will cover their own pension, they would like to save towards their pension. This is the ability to save with a very nice and good, modern, reliable, tax benefited product. But we're gonna talk about it.
So it's all over Europe, all over European Union?
Yes, all over European Union, all 27 countries.
In how many countries now? It's the beginning of 2023, so in how many countries do we have PEPP?
The legislation, as the European legislation has been adopted last year in March. However, as with most of the directives, a lot of countries are still lagging to adopt their own country regulation into their own local laws. So at this moment, the law has been passed, I think, in like 13 European countries, and it's being processed and passed in many others.
So, but that's the law passed?
Yeah, the law is passed, but the directive has passed, but every country needs to adopt it in its own system. Since Slovakia has been one of the first European country to adopt it in their legislation, we became the first European pension provider in Slovakia, and I'm very proud that Croatia, together with Czech Republic today, is the second and third market that is open to this new.
We are second.
Yeah.
In Croatia.
So to have this product available to their inhabitants.
So it means that I can move. For example, I pay in PEPP for, let's say, 10 years while working in Croatia. Then I decide to move, like many Croatians do, to Ireland, to Germany. And then I can continue paying in the same PEPP, but under the German rules, Ireland.
Yeah,
how does it work? And who do I get the pension from?
In Germany, you would have completely different systems. In Poland, you would have 5 different systems where you can voluntarily save towards your pension. So the pension market is very fragmented. Every single country has different laws, and this is how the European, because the European Union, they want the employers to move around Europe. That's why there is a European Union, there is one single labor market. And in order to be competitive, for example, with the United States, when you have 300 million people, in order for the European Union to be competitive, they are also bringing, and so the workforce can work everywhere. They are bringing this new united system. So basically, that's exactly what it is about. So once you are a Croat, you work in Croatia, you save towards your pension in Croatia, or European pension in Croatia. Once you move to Ireland, you can save with the same product, but receiving Irish benefits. Mm-hmm. And once you come back, or once you move to Germany, you can still continue. You can take it to a new provider. You can continue saving within the German rules. And at the end of once you retire, you come back, for example, to Croatia. Nowadays, in nowadays rules and nowadays third pillars, you would get one pension from Croatian third pillar, one pension from Ireland third pillar, one pension from German third pillar.
Oh, so, it seems like a lot of money.
Yeah, well, it seems like a lot of money, but you're gonna get peanuts probably. And with one European system, you don't need to think, and like everybody hates finance, and people think that they want to have one simple, easy product they understand. They have one app. They understand how much they're gonna have once they're retired, and this is the European pension. There are many things that it's not only, I would say, liquidity that is the difference. There are certain, let's say, benefits, and maybe if we talk about it, what would be the main differences? So we mentioned this transferability, right? So second very important thing is that the fees are protected up to maximum 1% level. So every provider who will provide this pension benefit, maximum fee is 1%. There is a third pillar system in Germany that charges 3% a year. And you think, Germany with 80 million people? Well, it's still true. So the cap on fee of 1% is a very, is a great benefit of this product. And actually we as a provider, we even went much lower. So our total fee is 0.72% from assets under management. Then another, let's say, advantage is return. So European Union said this product can be offered by banks, insurance companies, mutual funds, us as a broker, but the regulation is on a product, and meaning you can choose any of your product, but with 80% probability, your product needs to beat inflation. And we're not only talking about 2% inflation, but we also kind of need to calculate the current inflation into the calculation.
Pretty complicated, and you managed to do that.
Well, I mean, if you would see the law, and you would see as a mathematician,
I like numbers.
Yeah,
I would like to see
but
everything.
I'm gonna show you the formulas of the law. It's like on one page there are written, really deep formulas how you need to.
You see how happy I'm. We are talking about formulas.
But so the product is very well prepared that it has to protect the consumer against the inflation, and actually it has to earn money. On top of it, you need to have a de-risking phase or some risk protection phase within your product. That's also something that not every third pillar product in Europe has. So, for example, our product, when you start investing into this product, it's all equity. So you invest 100% in the biggest, most successful worldwide companies, but 10 years before your retirement age, it gradually go towards more conservative products. Bonds, yeah. ETF bonds.
So it's not 100, zero.
And it's going up to 60% equity and 40% bonds, because still at your retirement, you're gonna be maybe 20 years, and it would be not very efficient if all your investments would be during your retirement phase in bonds that only yield compared to stocks very small amount. So that's another advantage. Another advantage would be, for example, law. European directives can only change every 5 years once, but usually they change in 10 years like slots or something like that, because anyway, until this regulation is going to be adopted by companies like us, it's going to take 2-3 years at least. Then they will start to receive feedbacks, etc. It's going to be another 3 years. So probably the first time it's going to be changed, it's going to be 10 years from now.
The difference between classical saving in Finax and this PEPP.
Okay, maybe just to say, what is classical savings with us? So you basically invest in index funds, which are funds that don't try to find companies that will outperform with the return the market, but like selecting 30 or 50 stocks that these ones are gonna be the ones that we're gonna grow the most. But on average, if you invest in every single stock, you have more than 98% chance that this type of investment, investment, how you say?
Passive investment would beat your individual
beats
in 98%.
regular, actively managed funds. So we invest your investments, or even 10 euros, would be split it among 7,500 biggest and most successful worldwide companies. And we use basically the same approach in PEPP. More or less the investment product is almost the same. For example, for people who are young, we know we're going to manage this money for 20, 30, or even 40 years. And so we can be more aggressive because we know the risk that shouldn't bother you that much, because in long term, the returns will average 10% a year. This is like historically 100-year average.
Okay.
While if you invest with us, for example, regular investments, and you are able to withdraw the money, we have to be sure that you have a good knowledge, that you don't withdraw the money Ukraine comes and you just start to shout, scream, I'm losing my money, and you would your emotion will actually beat you, and you would be feared of losing the money, and you would withdraw it. You don't have this option. That's why you can be actually much more aggressive, or our basic strategy can be much more aggressive than, for example, if you would have no skills, no previous experience with investing, or your financial situation is not that sound that in case you lose the money, you can, you have some other money in your account. So this is probably a great advantage of this product. And on top of it, it's cheaper because we know we're going to manage your money longer. We are able to give a much lower price for this product.
Maybe if somebody is looking and wonder, okay, I would like to start investing in PEPP, what's the minimum amount of money? Do they have to have like 1,000 euros to start? Or?
Yeah, people think, from previous, that investing is something for rich people, something that they don't understand, and I have all my friends had this impression,
Me too, when I was younger.
And we try to democratize investing, saying that, no, investing should be for everybody. So we try to teach people, what is investing, what it is about. They don't need to fear about. They download our app, and in 10 minutes, like my friends told me that, Juraj, can you help me, setting up an account with you? I said, come on, you do it yourself. And then they come after. Yeah, that was easy. I
just shoot a picture and answer some questions.
Yeah, answer some very easy questions. And choose. I mean, we help you to choose the strategy that's automated. You just put your credentials, but basically we scan all the data from your ID, so you don't even need to type your Toni Milun, where you live, and etc.
Not 10 times my name on different papers, just scan over.
Yeah. So you just scan your face. You digitally sign everything, and it's literally in 10 minutes you are done. You just, create a direct deposit, regular deposit from your bank account set up, and that's it. You don't need to. And the minimum investment, which I forgot to say, is 10 euros. So, come on, you don't go for 3 coffees a month, and you already have money to start investing. Or if, for example, I don't know, you change your internet provider for something, because I don't know, I change my internet provider, I get a better deal, more data, and it's still cheaper, or change my bank, or, this is what we teach on our content, on our videos, our blogs, that to have this, to get a right financial habits. And actually through these habits, we teach people, even if they live salary to salary, how to find at the beginning, maybe those 10 euros, 20 euros, later on 50 euros, 100 euros. And at the end, people will start to live, let's say, less financially stressed life.
Yeah, I always say you can start with 10 euros and you don't have to pay every month, just time to time.
Well, I mean, if you don't have the money every month, you send the money whenever you
can.
You want. I mean, our regular product, investment product, you can even withdraw the money anytime you want. So if you want to save money, for example, outside of your employer, it can be also beneficial that you invest not in European pension, but in regular product. And that money can be accessible basically anytime. So for example, we provide products for creating your financial reserve, right? That is a little more conservative because you don't know when you're gonna get, let's say, unemployed or when you're gonna get sick. So you need some money. You can save for your children, etc., etc. So, you know, and this money can be accessible within a week. So yes, investing is for everybody. Same like, you know, Americans. For them, it's pretty much automated. You know, for them, it's like going to groceries. And this is what we want to teach.
You said all Americans invest, or
no, I'm not saying all of them, but let's say a lot of them invest. A lot of them invest towards the 401k plans, which are plans like retirement plans or 5 to 9 or whatever IRS, you know, plan, IRA plans. So basically, you know, they are much more used to, but you know, their parents invest. Parents of their parents invest. Did your parents invest? Mine
No.
not. You know, like
No.
my parents started to invest only after I established Finax 5 years ago. You know, they were like really scared. They gave me the money. They thought, okay, just because you are our son, you know, I gave you this money, and they thought it's gone. You know, they didn't count
just because you invested some money. Yeah.
Yeah, and now, you know, they realize, oh, even we have this crisis, we have this COVID, we have this war, we are in plus, you know, that's good, you know, like, and they still have a conservative product. I didn't give them the most dynamic product, you know, but they're in 20% plus, and it's like, wow, you know, so the generation of our parents never invested, so the kids try to teach them that, hey, listen, you know, once you get your salary, you know, put 10% or 15% aside, you know, and then, you know, live with the remaining funds on your own, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Well, first pay to your future self. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. People may ask, okay, I'm giving you so much money for PEPP. How secure it is?
I would like to give you an example that I like to use talking about security of funds. So you own some property, some house or flat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
like all Croatians, we have.
I know you guys love. And so you have some kind of like estate register that says this house, this flat, it belongs to Toni Milun, and and the same is a little bit with stocks. So we as a broker, we keep record of who, when we buy some stocks for you, we just keep record who these stocks or these index funds belongs to, and what happens if the, let's say, estate registry goes bankrupt? I mean, you still own the property, right?
Yes, it's my house.
So, for example, the state will appoint a different state like estate registry that would take care of it. So, and the same is actually with us. So, if we go bankrupt as a company, all the money of clients and all the assets of clients are strictly segregated, and the national bank will appoint a different broker that will take care of your assets.
But my house remains my house, and my PEPP money remains my PEPP money.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's the same mathematics. You like mathematics, so there is this equal sign. You know, is exactly, I would say, the same. Okay, can happen since we manage your money. It can happen that there is a fraud. Okay, in case of a fraud, in all around Europe, there is a special scheme that will protect clients of brokers, of banks, or, you know, of brokers against fraud, and will cover the fraud up to certain limit. Clients of Finax are covered with the Slovak guarantee scheme, which covers your investment 100% up to 50,000 euros. Yeah, we keep the funds segregated. All the money, you know, like we would have even separate bank accounts. This is my bank account. This is a bank account where my clients invest. And it's, for example, different if you put money to bank. If you put money to bank, it's actually bank's asset. And the bank, the bank, whatever you see in your application in the bank is actually not how much money you have, but how much money the bank owes you. And that's different because the assets with broker are very strictly segregated, are kept on a different account, and these are the client's accounts.
And one more thing, I met a woman yesterday. She's 58, she's preparing for retirement, and she asked if PEP is for her, since she has only 5 years more to work.
Yeah, I think, it's a tough decision, and, I still believe the PEP or, investing toward retirement, any product, is still good for her, even though she won't use the beauty of the compound interest, meaning that the returns that she earned 1 year are actually, they get, they're also getting a return next year. And for example, if you would invest, 10,000 euros, and you invest it in 5 years, you would end up, I don't know, maybe with 15,000 euros. But imagine if you have it for a longer period, those 5,000 euros you earned at the beginning would earn
it would make
profit on profit. So she doesn't get this benefit, but still, once she retired, I mean, even if she has 5 years until retirement, and she has the ability to save some money, and she want to have 600, 700 euros, it's still not much, but those even extra 100 or 200 euros would make you a huge difference, because, this is something you can, you can enjoy.
100 euros.
It's a change between bread, and maybe bread, butter, some cheese, and I don't know.
When you receive
sausage.
400 euros, this 100 really means a lot.
Yeah,
really
definitely.
means a lot. We talked about older people. How about younger? Can somebody start paying PEP for his or son, daughter who is minor? Is it possible?
Yeah, I have 2 kids. They are 9 and 11. They actually both invest their own money, whatever they get from their grandparents at the birthdays, or And
how did you manage to do that? They are not buying some sweets or candies or something. They are investing. Nice.
They are investing. And actually, I'm investing, for example, towards their school or start of their life. That's part of my investments. But I'm teaching them as a part of a financial literacy that you guys need to. So they are investing for a bike, for their first car, and they're also investing towards their own retirement. And I'm teaching them, because again, it's a financial habit. I don't freaking care how much money they earn now, but I want to show them that once you start earning the money and you're going to have some excess money, just invest it, So now what they do, their strategy is they keep 50 euros at home for whatever reason they need. And if they have anything more than 50 euros, they invest. So, and they already learned, because, in those last 3 years, there was this COVID. It fell down 30%. They were asking me, Daddy, why am I losing money? But now, now is a war again, but still
they keep track. They know everything.
They already have this experience of losing some money. And once they eventually they are still in plus, So once they gonna get older, they would have this experience. And until they start to earn money, probably it's gonna be another crisis, another 20-30% crash. It comes every couple of years.
Every
for
4
me,
or
it's
5
normal.
years,
A lot of people, get scared, but them, they would have already 3 times, maybe fall like this, and they wouldn't even bother, because in Slovakia, you can only start investing towards European pension once you are 18.
Oh,
and
really?
I was lobbying, what the hell? Why don't you want to teach kids, this habit? So I'm really glad that Croatia doesn't have, and there are other many countries who doesn't have this this limit. So even kids can start investing towards their pension.
Good example. Thank you, Juraj. Do you have anything more to say? I think we completed everything.
Maybe we didn't touch who is actually for whom would be the best, to to invest
in PEPP.
So invest in PEPP. We would be targeting definitely companies that would like to, give some good quality benefits. In Slovakia, a lot of companies has been really like frustrated with current third pillar options, and they knew that, this benefit they invest in, like they didn't value it so much. But now, with our product, they really like that. Okay, this has finally some meaning. This is good for companies that have international employees. There are also a lot of young people who think, as you said, that, I'm now 25. I'm not going to work all my life in Croatia. I would like to, work sometimes in Germany, maybe sometimes in Italy, in Ireland, whatever. So for them, it's much more beneficial to invest in such a European scheme, even themselves, than because at the end, they want to have one easy, simple
one
pension benefit. And obviously, we are fully app. We are modern. We are very transparent. We are online. We have a lot of content, so you actually get much better service. So I would say these would be the groups that we target, and I hope we would be able, and even bring competition. Even if we, I don't care if we don't get all those people coming to us. But for example, if this make third pillar companies to lower their prices because they would fear the competition, I think it's still a win. That my profit is not the most important thing. I really would like to change the industry the way they are thinking. So even if they don't invest with me, but for example, there will be new players coming into the market, and they will make a competition. At the end, who's going to be the benefit? It's going to be people.
It's going to be us.
So that's important for me.
Thank you. It's a good message for the end. Thank you for being my guest. It was my first podcast. I hope it was everything okay. You were great. Thank you. You gave us all information needed.